Did you know that some feeding habits parents think are normal can actually slow a baby's growth and development? And the scary part is, many loving parents make these mistakes without even realizing it. If your baby seems extra fussy, not gaining weight well, or always hungry, one of these feeding mistakes might be the reason. Today, we're going to talk about common feeding mistakes that can affect your baby's growth, and more importantly, how to fix them immediately. And if you're a parent who wants to raise a healthy, happy baby, make sure you subscribe to this channel because we share practical baby care tips that every parent should know. Now, let's begin. 1. Ignoring early hunger cues. One of the biggest feeding mistakes parents make is waiting too long to feed the baby. Many parents wait until the baby starts crying loudly before offering milk. But here's the problem. Crying is actually a late hunger sign. Before crying, babies usually show early hunger cues like sucking on their hands, smacking their lips, turning their head looking for the breast or bottle, becoming restless. When babies reach the crying stage, they may become too upset to feed properly. This can cause them to drink less milk, which means fewer calories for growth. So the best thing to do is feed your baby as soon as you notice early hunger signals. This keeps feeding calm and helps babies eat enough to support healthy growth. 2. Strict feeding schedules. Another mistake that can slow baby growth is forcing strict feeding schedules. Some parents try to feed their baby every 3 or 4 hours exactly, even if the baby is hungry earlier. But newborn babies grow rapidly, and their stomachs are very small. Sometimes they may need to eat more frequently. When parents ignore hunger because it's not feeding time yet, babies may miss important calories their bodies need for development. Instead of strict schedules, many pediatric experts recommend responsive feeding. This means feeding your baby when they show hunger cues, not just when the clock says so. Responsive feeding supports healthy weight gain and brain development. 3. Not feeding enough during growth spurts. Babies go through periods called growth spurts. During these times, babies suddenly become much hungrier than usual. Growth spurts commonly happen around 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months. During these phases, babies may want to feed much more often. Some parents worry and think, why is my baby suddenly eating so much? But this is completely normal. If parents limit feeding during growth spurts, babies may not get the extra nutrients needed for their rapid development. The best approach is simple. Feed on demand during growth spurts. Your baby's body knows exactly how much nutrition it needs. 4. Rushing feeding time. Feeding time should never be rushed. Some parents remove the bottle or stop breastfeeding too quickly because they think the baby has eaten enough. But babies often feed in waves. They may pause, rest, and then continue feeding again. If feeding ends too quickly, babies may miss the richer milk that comes later, especially during breastfeeding. This milk contains more fat and calories, which are important for growth. Let your baby feed until they naturally seem full and satisfied. Signs your baby is full include relaxed hands, turning away from the bottle or breast, falling asleep peacefully. 5. Poor feeding position. Believe it or not, how you hold your baby while feeding can affect how much they eat. If a baby is poorly positioned, they may struggle to swallow milk comfortably. This can cause less milk intake, more air swallowing, fussiness during feeding. A proper feeding position should include baby's head slightly elevated, baby's body aligned with their head, close skin-to-skin contact for comfort. When babies feel comfortable and supported, they usually feed longer and more effectively. 6. Overlooking burping. Some parents forget to burp their baby during feeding. Babies swallow air while feeding. When air builds up in the stomach, it can make babies feel full too quickly, even if they haven't had enough milk. This means they may stop feeding early. Burping your baby every few minutes during feeding helps release trapped air. This creates more room in the stomach so the baby can continue feeding properly. 7. Distractions during feeding. Feeding should be a calm, focused moment between parent and baby. But sometimes feeding happens while watching loud TV, talking loudly, moving the baby too much. Babies can become distracted easily, especially as they grow older. When distracted, they may stop feeding before they are truly full. A quiet and peaceful feeding environment helps babies focus on eating and getting enough nutrition. 8. Misreading baby signals. Sometimes parents confuse sleepy signals with full signals. For example, a baby might fall asleep because they are tired, not because they are full. If feeding stops too early, babies may wake up hungry soon after, missing important nutrition. A good strategy is to gently stimulate the baby during feeding. You can rub their back, talk softly, gently tickle their feet. This helps them stay awake long enough to finish feeding properly. 9. Not monitoring growth. Some parents worry too much about feeding, while others don't track growth at all. Regularly checking your baby's weight and development helps ensure they are growing well. Healthy growth signs include steady weight gain, good diaper output, active behavior, alertness during wake time. If you ever feel concerned about feeding or growth, it's always best to consult a pediatric professional early. Parenting a baby can feel overwhelming, especially when it comes to feeding. But the truth is, most feeding mistakes are easy to fix once you understand them. By watching hunger cues, feeding responsively, allowing enough feeding time, creating a calm feeding environment, you give your baby the best foundation for healthy growth and development. Remember, every baby is unique, and learning your baby's signals is one of the most powerful parenting skills you can develop. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more practical baby care tips that make parenting easier. And tell me in the comments, what feeding challenge are you currently facing with your baby? Your question might be the topic of our next video. And if you know another parent who might need this information, share this video with them. Because sometimes the smallest parenting tips can make the biggest difference in a baby's life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Caring for your baby one day at a time.